Okay, I tried driving Uber yesterday for the very first time. Just kidding. It was actually pretty cool. It actually really wasn't. It was actually pretty cool. I mean, it was pretty chill. I mean, I got up yesterday morning because I wasn't even expecting to, for everything to get approved because I was just waiting on the background check. You got to go through the process and everything. So for me here in Vegas and Nevada, I think I started the process like on, I want to say it was either Tuesday or Wednesday in terms of just signing up and then just going through the process and uploading your driver's license and uploading your insurance and then having to go down to the Uber hub to kind of expedite things. You can actually do this all online, but I think if there's a Uber hub in your market in your city, it may help things go a little bit faster instead of just doing everything on the app. It's just from what I've heard or whatever. So that's what we just kind of took that recommendation from watching other videos on YouTube. But long story short, we got everything all set up really within about 5 days. So we left Friday from the Uber Hub place. I had to, because here in Nevada, you got to get like a business license and all that kind of stuff. Every state's not like that. So it just depends on the state. For I think for most people, they could just sign up and just go from there. They still got to go through the process, the background checks and all that stuff, but you don't have to do anything or spend any extra money. So we literally had to spend some money. If you're here in Nevada, it's gonna cost roughly about $300. That's with the the business license, the Clark County license, something for like going to the airport or whatever. It kind of came out to about 310 or $20 total with everything, and the inspection and all that stuff. So, but anyway, most people won't have to deal with that. So got all that done. Took less than 5 days. When we left Friday from the office, she said it's going to probably take about 7 to 10 days for the background check to come out. So I wasn't even planning on doing any ride share this weekend. I was going to probably try out some Uber Eat type stuff or whatever. But I woke up yesterday morning and boom, there it was. So went, cleaned up the car and went out. And the first one I did, it was interesting because it was an Uber Eats order because I didn't change it on I had my Android to do all the, where I'll, run the app in the car and then that way I can keep my main phone, active or whatever. But the interesting thing was I did an Uber Eats order first. So I said, well, it's here. I had already accepted it. I wasn't trying to do Uber Eats, but I did it, picked up the food, dropped it off, whatever. It was all good, quick, easy. It was literally like an easy $8 or $9 or something like that. Took, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes total. But after that, I turned that piece off because you actually make more on Uber ride share, like doing rides. And that's what I wanted to do. So turned that off, hit go, went through, picked up a couple that was going to the Fountain Blue on the Strip. And they were going to go to the Sphere and check out the Eagles later on. So that was a trip. Picked them up, dropped them off. I think it was about 16 or $17 or something like that or whatever. They gave me a tip as well. And it picked up some other people. I think I did about 10 rides, as a matter of fact, in about 5 hours. And again, I was just really just kind of just breaking the ice. I wasn't like, I'm going to go out here and make $400 or $500, which you can. You literally can. Well, I guess depending on your market or whatever. Of course, I'm in Vegas. It's a tourist city. Obviously, it's the weekend. Things are always crazy in terms of just busy. Everybody's coming in, going there, going here, there, all that stuff, right? So with 10 rides, 10 trips, 5 hours and 3 minutes of total, on the app time, $165. So what is that? 165.94. So 165 94 divided by, let's say 5 hours. It's about $33 an hour. And I could have done more because, it's interesting. when I started and then I got on the strip or around the strip or whatever, and even surrounding areas, all my trips were just on the strip because well, if you ever been to Las Vegas on a weekend, that it's just it's crazy. it's it's just people everywhere, cars everywhere. It's just I did a few trips in that traffic, but I was like most of my trips were around like out on the outskirts of the strip or whatever because I was like I don't want to get in all that or whatever. But was interesting. Um, I did that one. I did several other ones. It kind of got me on the strip, then it kind of got me off the strip, and I picked up a few people, picked up some other folks, and overall. But again, I wasn't always on the app. But what was interesting, like when I would pick somebody up, and then I was en route to drop them off, then I would get another order, $20, $17, $25. It was just like, whoa, they just throwing money at you, right? I was like, okay. So I had to, so now when I'm what I had to do, because you couldn't really see, well, you could see it, but it's like real quick for those that have driven Uber, you know what I'm talking about. But for me, I'm new, I'm green, I'm just trying to figure it all out. But overall, the experience was cool. I mean, I was chill, just playing music, and had some cool conversations with some people. When people come in, I just kind of match their tone. If they're like, not really talkative, I don't really, how we are. Sometimes we want to talk, sometimes we don't, which is fine. I don't have to have a whole big long conversation when everybody gets in the car. I don't. It's whatever. If they seem to be talkative, then I'll be a little talkative. If they seem to be a little chill, I'll be a little chill, right? So, because sometimes people just maybe they're getting off work. I picked up a few people that one was getting off work, one was going to work. But overall, $165. I could have actually made more in that same time span because, I had stopped the app and I was looking at a few things and, I had a couple emails, a couple people I had to speak with real quick. So I could have done more. I'm sure during that same time period, I probably could have made about $250, like easy. Because there was a lot of stuff that I declined just because I was whatever, just trying to figure things out or whatever. But it wasn't difficult, but it was Saturday, and I'm near the strip and there's just a lot going on. And I'm like, do I want to go here? Should I wait and go back over this way? So it was just all those kind of emotions, if you will. But it was cool. I mean, I think overall it was chill. I picked up, I came back over, different parts of Vegas, Henderson. I was in, the Las Vegas side. I was a little further, different parts. The interesting thing about Vegas is that it's really a big, small city. Yeah, there's a lot going on in Vegas, but it's not like a big metropolitan city. So, it's pretty cool. So you can pretty much get to any end of Vegas within about 20 to 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, from end to end. So it was cool. It was cool. And what was interesting though, while we were out, we were still, making money from our online marketing stuff as well. So yesterday was actually a decent day. Just overall, it was a decent day. So, because I'm a big fan of multiple streams of income, but again, that's why I'm doing this, because it's going to allow us to kind of shift some focus so I can spend some time every day or whatever time frame I want to do. And, still be able to make money, still be able to take care of other things as well, without the anxiety of having to do certain things to, cause how sales and marketing, it's up and down. Some weeks are better than others. Some months are better than others and all that kind of stuff. So this is going to allow more consistency, even while we're building things, because it's just a different environment out here in the game of marketing online. It's just a different beast right now. It just is. And some of you are probably thinking, I've been getting a lot of comments. A lot of people have been saying, you know what, I've been thinking about doing the same thing, doing some YouTube, maybe, hey, I may even drive Uber as well. Just, what, I need to do it. I think a lot of it, we just got to kind of get over our ego. It wasn't bad, guys. It really wasn't. It wasn't bad. It was pretty. It was chill. It was chill. I mean, I cleaned up the car, ordered, order would come in or whatever, or a request, a rod request, whatever you want to call it, would come through. Go pick them up. They were nice. Dropped them off wherever they needed to go, and that was it. And I was getting tips as well, so it was chill. I mean, and because I got the Uber card and all that kind of stuff and everything, it's like instant money. It's like money in the pocket right now. No waiting for next Friday or next, whatever, the end of the month and all that kind of stuff, which is great because I got a lot of those type of platforms that pay like that. But this is great where if you need to pick up some money to take care of some things, you can do it. I will say you could definitely make more money, I think, with Uber than you can with like Uber Eats and DoorDash, even though those are great. But I see how, because I looked at a lot of YouTube videos and then being out in the field yesterday. Now I know every market is different, every city's not the same, but I know it's the weekend on Vegas, so it's like crazy, but it's pretty consistent in terms of it's of course it's busy during the week, but it's really busy on the weekend, obviously. But depending on your market, and of course, if you got airports and stuff like that or whatever, but I can see how, at least in my market, I can see how people, and probably even some of the bigger markets too, I see how you can make 300, 400, 500 bucks in a day. I can see that. I can literally, it may be a good long 8-hour, 10-hour, 12-hour day if you want to. I think the most you can do is like 12 hours on the app, then it'll just cut off. I'm going to do that next week. I'm going to do some 12-hour days and, just, being out. And again, it's not, it's interesting. It's really, I'm just looking at my phone here because I'm like, when I go back to it, let me go back to that screenshot. 165.94, 5 hours and 3 minutes and 10 trips. Okay. So, and it wasn't bad. I could have, like I said, I could have done more, but I was just experimenting. So it wasn't like I was really trying to make one, I didn't wake up yesterday like, okay, I'm going to, well, I did say, well, let me see if I can at least make $100. And that came pretty easy. It wasn't even like I was even trying. I was just accepting. Ding, accept. Okay, I'll go there. And then I looked up, I had I think it was like 88 or 90 bucks. I'm like, damn, I'm just really just getting started. Okay, all right, cool. And then I said, well, let me just do a few more. And I just did a few more and it ended up about 165. So, in about 5 hours of work. So, so I can imagine what I can do with intention, right? If I had the intention, hey, I'm gonna make 300-400 bucks today. It's my goal. Let's go get it, right? And I can literally see how I could literally do that here, like for sure, part time, right? That's what's crazy. So overall, it was pretty cool. I'm gonna get out a little bit today. So it's gonna be pretty cool. So I'm gonna get out for a little bit today, and then of course my wife's birthday is today, so we're gonna go out and do some things as well. Today's her birthday, Lanacia, and so we're gonna go out and get something to eat or whatever a little bit. But I'm gonna hop out a little bit this morning and just kind of test out the morning because I didn't get out till like 2:00, 2:30 yesterday. So I kind of started the day late, actually. I wish I could have started. If I would have known that they were going to approve my background, early Saturday morning, like 6:00 in the morning, I would have set everything up the night before. But I was like, well, they're probably not going to get everything done. Monday's a holiday and all that stuff. I'm like, so maybe by Tuesday, I should be good to go fully. And should they finish everything? Because we had done everything else, so just waiting on the background check. I knew that wasn't going to be a problem, so just going through the process. But they finished it all out yesterday morning, so I went out, broke the ice, and boom, hey, I can't complain. That was pretty cool. I mean, some of you experts and pros out there like, bro, there ain't no money. I get it. I wasn't trying to do anything big. I was like, I've never done anything like this before. I don't know what to expect. It looks good on paper. You know what I'm talking about? It looks good on paper, but let's see how it goes when you actually out there. And you know what? It was chill. It was chill. I didn't have any problems. Overall, it was chill. I can see this is something that I can do for sure, on the side while we're doing different things, while we're building our YouTube channel and all that kind of stuff. So if I need to, do some different things and, and not have to, join some new opportunity and all that kind of stuff, I'm like, you know what, I'm good. I'm just going to do this so I can focus. I can stay laser focused on what I'm attempting and what I'm going to do on YouTube. Scratch that attempting, because we're going to get it done. We're going to build this thing. You're going to get it done. You're going to build your channel as well. You just got to make a decision, and you got to have a plan, and you just got to execute on the plan, and you just got to stay consistent. Whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it. Screw what everybody else says. Screw them. Who cares what they think? Okay? Who cares what they think? This is your life. This is your family's future. This is what you need to do. And again, doesn't mean that I'm going to be doing this as a career forever. No, this is just a stepping stone to something bigger. And it's just going to allow me, it's going to allow you to be able to do that, so you don't get so distracted and sidetracked with all this other stuff out here. That's the main thing. So that's one thing I'm liking it. I see how people do Uber and Lyft, all that full time. I get it. Yeah, you can definitely there are people that make 6 figures a year doing Uber and Lyft. So I can see it. I experienced it yesterday. I get it now. Okay. You got to do the work. It ain't like, it's still hard work. Anything's going to be hard. You got to put work for anything. So, but if you dedicated it, I can see how you can make, 6 figures. I think with 2024 in 2020, in the age that we live in, if you're in a situation and you're trying to get out of a financial situation, there's so much opportunity out here. Of course, everybody's circumstances are different. Some people have a car, some people don't have a car, some people, whatever. I get it, but there's still so many different ways. You got there are opportunities out here, and I know sometimes we feel like certain things are beneath us, but we stay in the funk. You got to get out of the funk, and you can't worry about what others are thinking. You need to get out of your situation. You need to get out of your current circumstances. So whatever you got to do, just do it so you can move forward. So that's all I got, guys. I'm going to get out. I'm going to attempt to record some of this yesterday. So, cause I was kind of learning and trying to figure things out. I didn't even get a chance to. I looked up. I'm like, man, I didn't even hit record on my phone. I attempted it. I planned on doing it, but I just got caught up with just trying to see how things worked and all that stuff. But I think I got it now. So I'll kind of record a few sessions while I'm out, later today. So anyway, I got to run, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.